This program is made possible by Anthem Medicaid. Anthem Medicaid is with you every step of the way. And Kentucky Legend, your everyday tradition. Hello everybody, my name is Randy Land. I'm your host for VolunTour Kentucky. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're here at Morgantown Care and Rehabilitation. We're going to show you all about the great volunteer opportunities here, but not only here, but in your community. Thanks for tuning in.
Sometimes we move so fast, life passes by, we soon regret not giving up more time for those that need a helping hand, a friend to see. Come take a trip with me, VolunTour Kentucky, VolunTour Kentucky.
So guys, girls, thank you so much for having me in here today. I'm so excited to learn about this organization. We're in Morgantown, Kentucky right now. Where are we? Tell us where we are.
Morgantown, Kentucky. We are at Catfish City, town, whatever you want to call it. That's where we are.
And what facility are we at
We're
right
at
now?
Morgantown Care and Rehab.
All right.
Signature.
All right, so we're excited. Why don't you all tell us a little bit about the organization that you're with?
Absolutely. Why don't you start?
Great. So Time Slips is an organization based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's been around for, the process has been around for almost 20 years now, I believe, at this point. We're new to this process and we're new to this organization. We're not employees of the organization. We're artists in the state of Kentucky who've been called in to support the different regions, Eastern Kentucky, Central Kentucky, Western Kentucky, who are doing this really adventurous statewide scalable project where we're working with 4 elder care facilities through the Signature Healthcare footprint in each of the regions of Kentucky, or the Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Western, Central, and Eastern Kentucky. And there's 4 sites in each region, and then 1 primary site in each region where there'll be a performance that is a culmination of all of this artwork that we've been doing for the past year, and we're going to continue doing into 2019, and the sites beyond that to help transform the centers. I know the centers are already transforming themselves as quality of life directors are using art and creativity, and we're just there to help enhance using the skills that we have.
That's right. Yeah, it's really overwhelming to envision 12 different care communities turning into art spaces.
Yeah, I love it.
But it's like the coolest thing because we don't think of it that way, but when you're here, you realize the talent that's all around you. You realize the stories that are itching to be told. Mm-hmm. And as an artist in residence, my forte would be visual art, mm-hmm. but how it's even pushing me as an artist to do other disciplines, singing and dancing, and
I heard you say a while ago you couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. Is that right?
No, in fact, when I start singing, they sing louder because they don't want to hear me.
Good tactic.
I love what you are doing. Bringing the arts into these nursing homes is where we're at right now. Mm-hmm. But of course, this can be done. People watching all over the state of Kentucky or wherever they're watching, these activities that they're going to see today can be done anywhere.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Almost every community that you're in, you're going to have a nursing home, an assisted living facility. You're going to have a neighbor 2 doors down that may be a shut-in that you could go and do arts activities, or simply just to read a book to, spend some time with, read, love on them, hang out with them, bring them the newspaper, right? Mm-hmm. Very simple things.
Mm-hmm. And culinary arts, they like food too.
Oh,
yeah.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Hey, that's one of my favorites too. We get along good. So what are some of the things we're going to be doing today?
Oh gosh, I mean, already today it's been a lot of brainstorming, a lot of kind of taking inventory, seeing who's feeling good today, seeing what skill set everybody's kind of putting forward, learning a little bit more about all the activities that happen here every day and gathering of that, almost like a hay bale, you know, because there's so much that is not there's not sort of this expectation that it be perfect or that we be successful, but you just try.
All right.
Right.
You bring joy into people's lives. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is it that you all get to do this?
I know.
Get to go in, you know, a God-given talent that you may have. I thank Him daily for my gift of music. And when I get to go in, me and my friend Wayne Morris, when we get to go into a nursing home or somewhere and share our gift of music, I don't know who's happier, if they like it more or if we like it more, because we leave there on cloud 9. I love it. So excited to be a part of y'all's activities today. Not only the activity we're going to do, let's talk a little bit about day to day. I'm sure there's lots of nursing homes around everywhere. They have, now what is your title again?
Quality of Life Director.
Quality of Life Director. And I'm sure that they have folks like you that are able to bring life, to bring activities. I don't know if they're lucky enough to have these awesome folks to come in and do this, but you're probably looking for volunteers and people to come in.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could probably use them every day, couldn't you?
Oh my goodness, yes.
What kind of activities could a volunteer do?
Oh, it ranges from music. We had the ROTC from the high school here playing T-ball with us last week.
Really?
Yes, absolutely, and it was so much fun. Just from art to music to games, walking them out in the community is a big thing for me. I mean, just getting them out and just to be a part of the community, in the community. So that's major pluses right there. So we can use all the volunteers we can use. We need.
Well, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be a part of this activity today and get started. Just really quick, I know y'all have a meeting to start, and we're fixing to get our heads together about this activity that we're going to do together, and I can't wait. You've told me about it, but I'm still I'm chomping at the bit to be a part of it. But tell me, what do you think, how does it make you feel when you're able to serve other people in need, or even if they're not in need? You know, some of these folks here may be healthy, but maybe they're lonely. Maybe, I mean, when you get to come in and brighten somebody's day and serve other people and volunteer, how does that make you feel? Why do you do it?
To me, it's part of our role in community. Right? We're here to support each other. We're all on these journeys through life at different stages, and it's, I appreciate what you're doing, Jennifer, what the other Signature Healthcare centers are doing, and what elder care facilities all over the state are doing in terms of celebrating life through celebrating aging and natural processes that we all go through, and creating beloved community by doing creativity, story work, things that engage the senses. One of the great things about this process that we're doing with time slips is that it's not so much about what do you remember and is what you remember the right thing, but it's about what does this stimulus make you feel? What's coming out, and whatever comes up is the right thing. That's something that you can participate in with your music or with your imagination, or a family member at any age, or a care provider along with an elder at any age can all participate co-equally in and come up with something creative that then, as Andy was saying, it reframes your role here as culture bearer, as storyteller, right? As beloved community member. This is a cultural center that we're in, and it should be treated as a beloved place. And I think that's what fulfills me, is just playing my part to help do that and honor that and witness that.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Now, it may be your job to come in here every day and do this, but I can't imagine the joy that you get out of being able to provide these services and activities day in and day out. Share with us a little bit about that.
It's just so fulfilling. It's just, I could have so many things going on at home, but the minute I walk through this door and I see that first smile, I know why I'm here. And it's, I'm thinking of an incident that happened the other day. I had a family member bring something in of this elder's, and when I put it in her hand, she remembered. And just different things out of this box, and she remembered. And this is what I'm here for. This is why I'm here. We are working with our teachers. We are working with our pastors. We are working with all community leaders. We are Signature. That is who's here. And there couldn't be a better way to give back than just a simple smile, just anything. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I love my job.
I think people don't realize, you said a simple smile. I don't think people realize sometimes that very simple things can make a big
Absolutely.
difference. That yes, it's great if you have a special talent to share, but I mean, reading a book, listening to somebody, smiling, loving on them, that's
Exactly.
awesome.
Just
What
talking about
about
the
you?
weather.
Andy, tell us,
The,
why do you love it?
you know, the act of discovery, the opportunity to discover is in all of us, just it's inherent in all of us. And I think sometimes, you know, there are places that become communities within larger communities. And there's no doubt when you come in here, this is home. And you know, let someone show you around and show you a favorite corner that they have to, you know, meditate, or let someone tell you about, you know, a memory or something they've seen that day. Even if it's a bad day, you know, like you were saying, just the act of sharing stories and feeling connected to others is such an important part of just getting up every day.
Yeah. Yeah, we're called to love on each other. We're called to help other people. When we do that, it's pretty cool. Wouldn't y'all agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for taking for a few minutes out of your time to talk with me about these things. I know we have a meeting to get to, so let's talk a little bit about what's fixing to happen here in just a little while.
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you're going to sit in with us, which we invite you to, we want everybody in the room to be participants,
Yeah.
right? So we're all participating. It's not just us and them for the elders, et cetera, right? We're all there around this creative idea where we're looking at the themes that are in the Peter Pan story. And one way we're reframing it is, you know, Wendy's dream. What is Wendy's dream? Was this all a dream? Flying, Neverland, I won't grow up. What does that mean to someone at different stages in their life? And so we're going to be exploring some of those creative themes. We're going to use a prompt. We're going to use a picture of an oil painting, and we're going to see what comes up for folks. I'm hoping we can engage some music and some gesture. Andy's going to have some art supplies, so we're going to visually transform what is coming back in terms of the questions and the ideas that come up here. We're going to chart those down and keep replaying them for the community in terms of creating a story in the space that becomes part of material generation for a larger performance that we're going to do here at the end of March. We're going to do a 4-day performance in Region 3, and then we're going to do that again in subsequent months, sort of coming down the line. So we're building these performative pieces that are using themes from Peter Pan, and they're using themes from Morgantown and from the regions, Eastern Kentucky, Central Kentucky, so that each site has its own distinct performance using music, visual arts, dance, choreography, story, etc., whatever the site wants, food, to draw in community, to draw in staff members, family members, and you know, most importantly, elders to participate, to be in, and sort of through the process. So it's demonstrating how art and creativity is an enriching component of this healing, living elder care process.
And we all express ourselves and communicate in different ways, and you'll see that very clearly. You know, there are people that'll be really vocal, and then there are other people that'll sit back and they're thinking really hard. And you know, all it takes is me kind of sliding over there and talking to them about what they're envisioning, and you know, I try to use any type of way of creating visual means that I have. I'm predominantly a painter, but you know, origami, you know, silhouetting, you know, we'll bring, as Bob mentioned, movement into it, and the movement itself is very visual. It's just really exciting to see how things are interpreted and the stories that are shared. And you know, we're on the Bill Monroe Highway here. So you're definitely going to hear a lot about spirituality, a lot about music. You're going to hear about stories along the river. You know, it's you know, there's a lot here that just it breeds some really good, colorful stories.
That's awesome. It's going to be exciting. Now, before I get out of here, I want to ask one other question. There's folks looking that that are interested in being a part of the organization that you all run with, can you give us some website, some contact? How do they get hooked up with you all if they want to be a part of your organization?
Well, right now there's if you go to timeslips.org, you'll find a volunteer page,
Okay.
and our specific program right now is I Won't Grow Up, so they have to click on that.
Okay.
But by going to Timeslips and knowing how quickly this program is taking off and building, I really do think that there are going to be multiple volunteer opportunities, and as we start to get to these performances, the needs are really great. We're going to need people with woodworking skills. We're going to need musicians. We're going to need people that just want to come in and help be narrators and tour guides and all sorts of things. So, and even after that performance happens, this programming continues.
Right.
So those skill sets will be needed here in Region 1 and in Morgantown and all of the facilities across the state, as well as the ones that are in your neighborhood.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited about it. I know y'all have some more planning to do. We're fixing to get started before long. But thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to kind of kickstart and let me in on the know, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
If you can hear me, shake something.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Okay, good. Hey, my name is Bob Martin.
And I'm Andy.
And we are your artists for today. So we're going to do some art with you guys today, okay? If that's okay, shake something. Awesome. If you want to keep these pictures, you can keep them. They can be yours. We're going to work with it today. This painting is an older painting. It's about 100 years old. So I'm going to replay what we've got so far. Now, when I go like this, that's our sound for wee. And when I go like this, that's our sound for our rooster crowing, okay? Let's practice that. Perfect. That's our rooster. And then what's this one? They're huddling over a church. They're following Tinkerbell. It's a cold, wintry night. They're going to heaven. There's two little girls. There's flying angels. They're flying because they won't go near the water. Because in the water is an alligator.
Whoosh.
Alice says, makes sense to me. You ready? They're flying down a mountain. They're flying to Neverland. They're going to Florida so they can get away from the snow. They're flying to heaven. Amen. Why are they barefooted? Because they just got out of bed. Because it's warm outside. Because Rooster got sense enough to get out of it.
Oh,
Just the chorus. So this is what, let me just let me just catch us up. Here's what we've got. I said, where would you fly to if you could fly? Who would you go see? We've got heaven, Hawaii, over the ocean. I think Randy said that, right? Randy, you said over the ocean. Someone back there said Jerusalem. Amen. I've got it. I'm coming to it. I've got it. We've got over the river and across the river. We've got heaven to see my parents and my grandparents, to see my granny, to the Bahamas or anywhere where it's warm, to see my boys straight up. Frankie said I'd fly around. Maxine said the mountains. Marguerite said Jamaica. And somebody said, come on, I'll pack my things. Over the river and through the woods and across the river. And okay.
And Luella said her grandkids.
Miss Gill, thank you so much for meeting me here today. Now, you're a resident here
Yes, I am.
at the nursing home. Why don't you tell us about, like, being here? You was telling me just a few minutes ago how much you love being here, how they treat you like family. Tell us about that.
They do. If you have a problem, they're here to talk to you. If you need help, they're here to help you. And they take me to Bowling Green 3 times a week, no questions asked. And they send a CNA with me each time I go for kidney dialysis. And I really enjoy that because I got somebody with me.
Right.
I really like that.
Tell us about volunteers that come in here from time to time. How much do you love volunteers?
I love them to death. They're really nice to us. And they bring all kinds of activities in here for us to do, like the library and other things. And we've got food trucks coming in now every Thursday, serving food to us. And I mean, it's really fantastic. You can't find a better place than this is.
What does it mean for a volunteer to spend their own time, their own personal time, to come down here and be able to hang out with the residents here and love on you and just be a part of your day? What does that mean to you?
Well, to me, because I've been a volunteer, and when you volunteer, the ones we have come in here, they love us for who we are. They'll do anything for us. They'll write a letter for you if you need a letter wrote. They'll come make a phone call for you if you need a phone call to be made. They'll listen to you talk about your problem. They don't fuss about nothing.
So they're just there to love on you and
they're-
listen to you.
Yeah,
Wow,
and they do love us.
Yeah.
They do love us.
that's great. What would you tell a potential volunteer, somebody thinking, you know what, maybe I would like to volunteer and help the elderly, maybe I'd like to go into a nursing home and volunteer my time. What would you tell them? Maybe they're a little hesitant, not really sure.
Come on down. You'll have a ball here with all of us. It's so much fun here to be helping people and seeing the smiles on the people's faces.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't get to smile that much because they don't have no visitors. But when you got volunteers come in, we do get to see them smile. And that means the world to everybody.
That's priceless, right?
When you leave here, you'll be blessed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Here at Morgantown Rehab, everybody treats us like a family.
That's
We're all one family. And everything, and that means a lot to me.
Absolutely, as well as the volunteers,
Yes,
correct?
volunteers and all.
What would you like to say to volunteers that come in here?
Thank you very much, and please stay with us.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gill, for your time. I appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much.
Glad to meet y'all.
Fly away to a land on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Well, just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a home where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
That's good singing.
Yeah.
Is there a song that you would like to hear? Is there a song that you would like to hear? Play? Do you like any music?
She likes bluegrass music.
Bluegrass?
We're going to do this one for you. Now, y'all sing along now. You like this one? Is that okay? All right, y'all sing with us.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
There you go, darling. Sing it.
I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Play it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching VolunTour Kentucky today. We hope we have inspired you. Get out in your community. There's elderly all over the place. Get out and get involved and make a difference today. This program is made possible by Anthem Medicaid. Anthem Medicaid is with you every step of the way. And Kentucky Legend, your everyday tradition.